Hello, hello, Internet! And here we are now with Game 3 of the Dreamhack 2011 Summer Finals, Grand Finals in fact, between, in the bottom left, We Made Fox's Moon, and in the top right, Liquid HuK. Now the map, ready, is Crossfire! Come on, 3 out of 3, getting the maps down now. This is all for you guys. It's all for you guys. It's so special. Okay, so first game, HuK took that with a 4-gate. Wanted to get the 1-up on that, which definitely worked. And Moon managed to pull back the second game with just a good, solid game of pressure against HuK. So I'm just going to follow this Overlord a little bit. I don't think they get enough attention, really. I mean, look at that. Look at that lovely, lovely blob right there. Not often looked at by other, you know, possibly inferior casters. Anyway, right, back to the game. What's going to be going on? So, no pull as yet for Moon, so not necessarily anything particularly early, but, you know, HuK is going to go in and scout that. The pylon, you know, perfectly placed at the front. Look at that. Lovely. Chrono boosting the lovely probes. Pretty much everything's lovely about this play. It's going to be not going to be a lot of problems to notice. And again, as I've explained in the other videos, that's a little trick there by the probe to ruin the worker mining pairs. Has my music just stopped? Why can't I hear the music? Oh dear. Okay, yeah, pull went down. I think that was 14 pull, 14 gas, or 14 gas, 14 pull. There's the music. I can hear it now. That's very nice. It's very nice. And a gateway and an assimilator going down for HuK. Still keeping the chrono boost on his probes. So not necessarily saving that for some big, massive, ridiculously early warp-in of units. So would have expected maybe an expansion to go down from Moon, but I think he might finally playing it safe because he knows that HuK can respond to that in an instant and absolutely crush him with an early pressure attack or a 4-gate. So again, this is just not hard. It's so hard to see what's going to come from this because obviously they are far superior to me as humans in every single way, and they could be doing a lot of things. Second gas up now for HuK. And speed for Zerglings for Moon. But yeah, they could be doing a lot of things out that I wouldn't necessarily know about because they're so good. So I'm just gonna have to kind of commentate a bit on what I see. It's not going to be as insightful as some of the lower league games, which I can kind of follow because I'm good enough. But yeah, this Zergling's going to go and scout the front, see the gateway and the cybernetics core. Not going to be able to get too much from that. Other than it's walled in and he's not going to see anything else. But yeah, the expansion going down at a reasonable time for our Zerg player. Good Overlord positioning there. Would like it maybe to get in a little bit closer. I think he might suicide that a bit later on in the game to see what's going on. And then the 2 more additional gateways going down now for HuK and getting the early sentries out. That's why he's got the double gas. HuK has really been favouring the sentries recently, which I don't blame him because, to be honest, they are so overpowered. We have Roach Warren going down now as well for Moon. Now back to the sentries. I've been playing quite a lot of laddering games recently, and my one tactic of stim timing push, which has been working pretty well. It's going to get me into platinum hopefully really soon. But yeah, oh my god, sentries force fielding the ramp. Ah! Please stop. There's nothing I can do, and then they get Colossus out and bone me. Okay, so Nexus now going down a bit later. So Moon's has just finished and HuK's has just started. The Overlord, yeah, it is. It's suiciding right in. HuK's going to move in to take that out with his Sentry. But yeah, I think Moon has definitely given up chance of this Overlord getting out. And the Sentries are going to got a hotkey layout there for Moon. He wants to really make sure he hits the Nexus where he just goes BAM! And just slams his whole row of number keys on his keyboard. But luckily one of them is going to be his hatchery, not Nexus, what I'm talking about. And an early Evo chamber. He might be wary of a a Phoenix Void Ray opening is favoured by the Godfather MC. So he can count Spore Cores down with that, but no, he's going to be going for that the melee upgrade for the ground units, and he's going to be moving out with a lot of sentries. I wish it told you the number right there so I could not have to count. Maybe look straight after, something like that, that'd be quite handy as a caster. On top of his injects, it's just, it's a joy to watch some of these, well, the highest level of game, just because the mistakes is so few and far between. It really is incredible. And the Zealot now scouting for that possible hidden expansion, which, you know, like, what was I going to say? Come on, brain, think. Yes, managing expansions, as I'm sure you know, is pretty much the key for the highest level of games, because if they can get away with a sneaky expansion, that's going to absolutely ruin your day. And Orgas going down there for HuK, and hallucination going down, so you can use these sentries. Might be going to go for a probably a Phoenix hallucination just to scout the Zerg space. Wow, a lot of Zerglings now. 35 Zerglings on the field now for Moon, and this could be big. Wow, look at this, some premature force fields. Oh, wow, the Zergling's going to get right in and get us around, but HuK using those force fields really well. He's knocking those roaches out, which are the things that are going to deal the massive damage, really. And he's given such a small plane of attack for these Zerglings, so he really needs to get us around to be effective, but HuK has managed this really, really effectively, showing how key sentries are in pretty much every matchup, I think. Now, the cannon just finishing now as well, but Moon's gonna... Wow, he's somehow managed to pull through this. These roaches are dealing massive damage. All the pros pull off the line now for Liquid HuK. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold this. Oh, he should be able to, but with the reinforcements on the way now from Moon, he's flooding in these Zerglings. Look at the production tab, more Zerglings, and another hatchery, which HuK does know about, and he's kind of like taking it out just as it's building. But you can't actually kill it that way. Not with that one Zerg anyway, but yeah, some more good force fields going down there from HuK. These Stalkers do some good damage against the roaches, but Pro's really struggling to get out. He's stopping the Zerglings from getting in and getting this around, but finding a sweep round to clean it from the back. And I think HuK, I don't know if Moon's gonna pull these back, but HuK seems to have got this. But another swarm of Zerglings is just going to group up now. So a fair amount. I'm not going to try and get. He's going to go for a run by. That might have been a better idea for Moon, just to go sweep straight up into the main. But to be honest, if he did that, I think. Oh, the HuK doesn't even have many sentries left. He might have tried to throw the force field down to block him out. But there we go. There's the run by. Oh, it's like I've seen this game before, which I have, but it's a long, long time ago when it was live. So I don't actually know what's happened. I promise. But the Zerglings now, I'm not really sure what to do because there's no pros to attack. There's no way they can do any real damage to any of these buildings. He's kind of just wasting, letting a few get picked off. But he wants to run down. Yeah, oh, what is he doing? Moon, he's not very decisive in these situations. He just really wants to get some probes. But splitting up his Zerglings very effectively there to surround that Stalker and kill a few probes. And he's still rallying these Zerglings. If you look at the income tab, we can see fairly even on harvesters. I mean, HuK has to pull a lot, well, pretty much all of his pros at his natural out to defend this attack, and Moon has just been producing these Zerglings, so I think that kind of settles them quite even on economy. Very much so. Might just set myself as busy. I have a feeling someone's going to send me a message. Okay, so Moon holding that tower, you can get an idea of if... No... Such good play there from HuK. He knows that he can reach that with the Stalker. Zerg's going to flood in, try and get us around. Oh, this could be huge. Really good catch there. Moon, just choose what you're doing. He obviously is a ridiculously good player, but I think he just needs to stick with some of his decisions. He's just hovering and just going in between isn't going to do much. His Zerg's getting softened up by the Protoss forces. And Moon now, he must have cancelled that early third, so he's going to be taking that again now in the bottom right side. Look at the production tab now. You can see weapons going up for HuK and a Robo, which, you know, Colossus would be a great thing to get against such a heavy Zerg count from Moon.